That is very interesting. We have on Team Steamroller Warhead, Zell, Decima, Blitz, Rhino against Vox, Blitz, Zell, Ryodo and Warhead. Both teams completely out of the blue changed their lineups. This is amazing to see. This is very interesting to see actually that the team SoloZelda was successful and they completely switched their lineup. This is I'm baffled. This is amazing. I don't even understand. I'm not even trying to grasp. So if a team SoloZelda expected them to stick to the strategy, which they always do, then they would have the weaker lineup. So they anticipated them to switch around too. Otherwise, I can't explain it.
A new item has been
This is
unlocked.
fantastic. So I am highly excited for this lineup, for this match now. We have on the left side, we have Team SoloZelda, on the right side we have Team Steamroller. Both teams are going still for the Watchtower bot first. The Rega is this time on Decima, so this is going to be... I really don't know what to say. I need some time to think about it. Now I need to commentate it. Definitely would like to have an interview after this game to know why those decisions were made. So we have in the mid lane Blitz, Zell and Rhino against... Is Rhino so important for this that they need to exchange their whole lineup? Wow. Bot lane Warhead versus Warhead, Sipo versus Nokia. I think Nokia has a little bit more experience in this regard. Very beautiful positioning, by the way, and he should now engage him very strongly. Let's see. Both avoiding, now both shooting. Mirror match. No, he doesn't want to risk it. He pulls off. It would be too close. Doesn't want to get ganked. Both retreat and nice. So mid lane is getting pushed. Rambo is playing Zell this time instead of Striker against B3 on Zell. Impressive. Vox on Razork on top lane. Of course, with the Rhino ban, it is open to ban him. The Silent Burp is trying to harass him, but doesn't jump fast enough. I'm trying right now to be able to see all lineups. Actually, they're putting Decima on top lane alone against Vox. I'm not sure. Now she's getting ganked by Super Galaxy Rumble. She's trying to go around the corner successfully and survives. Zell is trying, B3 is trying to take Watchtower, has to retreat as she knows that from top Blitz is coming in. She is wasting too much time, however. She engages, getting completely pushed down. Her gun is not bigger as your player against your twin sister, who has the same size of a gun as you. But Artillery John should have been taken down a little bit too long. Actually, Steamroller managed to get enemy artillery drone. Both teams highly aggressively. Currently one team kill ahead for Team SoloZelda. Top lane is getting pushed. I'm not sure if Decima is the best counter pusher. However, she can harass the enemy sentinel very easily. Tower doesn't get much damage. Mid lane now 3 versus 2. Blitz is taking down Watchtower on bot lane. Warhead no heal took down second artillery drone, trying to pressure tower. Sipo had to take medkit, gets support by Super Galaxy Rumble on Blitz, and Razork is just waiting to harass Decima. Decima gets support now by the artillery drone. Of course, Regal is a pro Vox player, so he exactly knows what Vox is capable of, what not. Zell out of position, B3 is out of position, pulls back. It's the first time that I see actually B3 playing something else. Then
tower is under
Then
attack.
a support character, bot lane, no heal, seems to have a little bit the upper hand over Sipo. He's constantly being pushed back. Maybe actually this is his strategy. Let's see. Top lane Artillery is moving in. Resurrect has its problem to push back. Vox is a good 1-1, not the best. Now beautiful stun on Regal. Damage doesn't ask twice, going in, just waited for this occasion. Resurrect now needs to be careful. Moving in, Rio. First time we see him today with his long range engagement. Of course, a very strong sentinel trying to defend the lane. Resurrect is tanking those minions at the tower while Rio is pushing down. No, he has an advantage currently. He is pushing in, but he needs to be careful not to get out of position. Misplaced rocket didn't hit Sipo. However, the root of Sipo goes into nothing. Rocket misses. Three sentinels on the Steamroller side against 2 on SoloZelda. However, misplacement by Mr. Terminator gets a lot of damage without providing a lot of damage. Long range. Now the ultimate hits Biz3. Is Biz3 capable? He's juking. He's getting out. Very beautiful. Gets hit by Zell ulti, but it's not enough to kill him. Top lane Resurrect. Apparently Regal is doing a good job in keeping him in balance. He can't utilize his strengths in 1-on-1 as Regal completely plays out of him. He's losing constantly his shield, and without his shield he can't be as aggressive as he wants. Bot lane, Sipo came a little bit back, has less HP, then no heal. Watchtower bot was taken, so no heal, can't risk too much going too far ahead. Tank drone on both sides, needed at the same timing, are being taken down. And let's see what they're utilizing it.
A new item has been unlocked.
So Silent Burp versus Zell, he can easily, I think, take her on. She doesn't have much defense, but he doesn't know if there's more the enemies. Vox had actually utilized his ultimate. His ultimate now is on cooldown. B3 tried to gank, mid lane is getting however pushed. Rhino is actually taking apart. I was not sure. Silent Burp of this misplacement definitely was taken down by 3 sentinels. Now the strong push with the tank drone. Zell and Mr. Terminator are trying to protect it.
A new item has been unlocked.
And now the tower gets only a little bit damaged. Good job in protecting. Sipo is trying to pressure. No heal. The drone is back up in 1.5 minutes top. Wow, I'm surprised that actually Regal is capable of keeping completely Vox in check. Not sure, however, he is getting XP denied quite often. It's nothing he actually can do something against. As you can see, he needs to position himself out of lane. He needs to wait for his AoE coming back. Now he's going in, but immediately Blitz and Vox will flank him. His shield won't be any good in this moment. He has to trigger his ultimate, but his ultimate can't counter here this kind of burst damage. Regal is going bot, he's dying, he's going down. That's what I wanted to say. On top lane, bot lane is getting crushed. There's a huge 2 level difference, 3 kills. Ahead SoloZelda, now pressuring bot, very beautiful, engaged by Rio. He's still trying to get no heal down, but no, he will be capable of getting away. Mr. Terminator uses his ultimate to get away, and both should be safe. They should not die to this onslaught. Mid lane is getting pushed by the mid lane 50%, and on team SoloZelda the tower is completely still healthy. Regal has issues on top. Maybe there is a lane switch currently going on. Silent Burp is taking over for Regal. Zell is trying to pressure the other Zell into maybe a little bit back. The Watchtower is constantly on side for team. No. For team SoloZelda. SoloZelda is more aggression there, getting 1 kill after another. Steamroller is starting to fall significantly behind. Not sure how they want to come back. Currently the individual skill is a bit lacking. Maybe there's a weaker lineup. Vox maybe should have been still being denied. Not sure exactly why Rhino was banned. I think Rhino is easier to counter than a Vox. Super Galaxy is going in against Silent Burp. Silent Burp, however, has too much XP to go down against this onslaught. Bot Watchtower is getting into control, and they're still trying. They're focusing on bot lane. They're focusing to break Sipo. They see maybe him as a weak link in this lineup, but abandoning a little bit top lane. And even now, they actually SoloZelda is capable of diving into their jungle and taking their drones. Zell on top lane, a little bit out of position, and Silent Burp completely out of position. Getting flanked, getting ganked, getting killed. He lays down, he cries, very manly tears, but he cries definitely. Artillery drone now doing damage against a tower. Vox and Blitz are just waiting to utilize a further push. Regal is trying to protect mid, but currently there is some issues in Team Steamroller. They can't apply the pressure they need. Zell is getting dived in the second. I'm not looking on top. She's getting flanked and dived by Vox and Super Galaxy. Nothing she could have done besides just abandoning the tower and running away. But Mr. Stalemate is still waiting for the moment to engage Rio, but he's jumping into the spells, into the abilities of Sipo, getting the front loaded. Very unlucky timing. Tower is going down. Top bot tower are down for Team Steamroller. They need to find a possibility to get back. Mid tower is so weak, barely anything to be done to save him. Now Team SoloZelda is immediately going for Drake. They have the advantage. They have 3 level difference. How are they capable of pressuring Team Steamroller so hard? Steamroller seems to have an issue with playing defensively, and they shouldn't play defensively, they should play offensively, but it doesn't work out. It's like their own medicine is used against them. This high aggression by SoloZelda is such a high aggression. They know exactly what they're doing and they're applying this pressure. This tower is never ever being capable of being saved, and even those little trick with stacking the Drake isn't possible for Team Steamroller. 3 level difference. They're engaged by Rio, long range engage. No heal is get out of position. Decima's ultimate won't do anything besides being triggered and wasted. There is no time value gained, no sentinels are survived. This mid push is so strong. 10 minutes in, 3 level difference is absolutely brutal currently for Steamroller. Too many missed decisions. How will Steamroller get back from this beautiful snipe there by Rhino and Zell? But the Drake is still raining havoc on the tower. 2 level difference currently. However, SoloZelda is falling deep with their HP. Still they're keeping on the onslaught. 1 sentinel down for both teams. Vox on the sides of SoloZelda, Rhinos on sides of Steamroller. SoloZelda immediately switching, as we saw already in the last games, immediately to tank on taking objectives, keeping the pressure up, and from now it could be a snowball for Team SoloZelda. However, they need to heal up a little bit. They have no clean supporter, which is absolutely amazing, and so much damage, and they are regenerating with their spells as much as they can do. Team Steamroller so much pressured again, trying to make something happen. Blitz too far out of position. He pushed the lane too far. Bot lane is getting ganked. Silent Burp is standing in everything. 2 sentinels down now for Team SoloZelda. Now they need to make a play. Now they have the opening. Drake, however, is not up, so this is not an option. What can they actually do in this current situation? They have 5 versus 3 sentinels on the battlefield. They need to maybe tower dive, but the towers are completely healthy. There is, besides bot tower, there's nothing. There's no scratch on those towers. And there's not even much they can do. They can try to regain as much experience as possible and make sure that enemy actually is not getting any experience. They're trying to take mid tower down. Maybe they're actually successful, but then again, now they're getting flanked by Sipo and Zell. But they need to make a play here. Razorek goes in, Vox, ulti, Vox pulled together. They're getting so much damage. The 2 level difference is just too much damage against them. Beautiful snipe by Zell. 1 sentinel down by both teams. However, Team Steamroller has 3 sentinels down on their limit, on their they're barely surviving, let's call it this way. So they have to retreat, they can't follow up, and still 2 level difference. Now 1 level difference for Team Steamroller. So currently, I'm not sure what to do. Regal is playing, of course, a beautiful game. Now Mr. Stalemate is getting engaged, completely out of position by Mr. Galaxy, who has no problem, no trouble at all in taking him down. Currently, Mr. Stalemate not on the top of his game. Not the first mistake, the second mistake. He pushed too far when there was a bot push. Instead of just defending the lane, he pushed too far, allowed his team fighting in a disadvantage, in a bigger disadvantage than they have already, and now getting completely caught off guard and going down. 5 versus 4, 2-level advantage, and 5 versus 4 for SoloZelda. This is going to be very hard to defend. Careful B3, however, he knows, he moves in back directly, doesn't want to make the same mistakes. Flanks in this position. Blitz is out of position. Super Galaxy Rumble could technically be taken down and then to equal the chance a little bit. However, Blitz actually engaging Silent Burp now. 2 versus 1. He needs to go down. However, at the same time, his team, they are successful in taking him down, pushing bot lane with 2 artillery drones that are getting damage. They will defend this, but at what cost currently? 5 versus 4, this is a chance they're waiting for. They need to engage right now. They need to get into their faces right now. They can't fall back. They need to utilize this. They need to risk it. They need to go in. They have 1 sentinel advantage. Maybe they're just trying to buy time. The level difference is gone currently. Although they have still XP difference, the level difference is gone. And this is what is currently most important. 17 versus 70. So Steamroller has by all means a chance to go back. The snipe of Regal, this long distance stun didn't work out. Top lane is getting pushed with artillery drone. However, it would be stopped very easily. Zell is moving on top lane. Where is the onslaught? Where is the push by Steamroller? Where is their snowballing attempt? They're splitting up. They're not sticking together. Instead of making a play while top lane is getting pushed, they're splitting. They're returning. They're running after the enemies. What is going on with Steamroller? They need to utilize their advantage in such a moment. And they're not utilizing. Now they're trying to apply a gank here, and they're running in 3 versus 2. This can completely backfire. Mr. Stalemate has used his ulti to actually escape. He can't apply it to actually hunt down someone and apply damage. They're just running around. They're scared. It looks like they're scared and trying, I don't know, to... This is alibi play currently. Regal doing a good job in checking if they're going for Drake, if they're hiding in those smoke screen. Over now, well, it's up again. Are they really going for Drake? No, I don't think so. I don't think they can risk it. Mid lane is getting pushed by a tank drone, so they can't really go for Drake attempt if they don't have the advantage. But this is a 3, it's a 5 versus 5, so someone needs to make the go there. What do they see? They see nothing. They just see that, yeah. So it's a very difficult decision making, but this is already too late. They should have made the decision far earlier. Zell now completely being split off. Now she gives vision. Now Regal is managing to find 1 enemy sentinel. Now team, actually SoloZelda is going for the Drake as they know that as Zell is in mid lane defending. Now Steamroller needs to make more aggressive. Silent Burp is waiting to the very end. He's going to try to cover the Drake, but he's abandoning his team. His team is going down. They lost already 2 sentinels without killing anybody. The Drake is in hands of SoloZelda. I don't know how to defend this. Why are they so passive and waiting and letting them make the play? It hurts my heart, but this is the thing. You need to be on top of your game as Steamroller. You need to play the best of your game. You need to be prepared for every game as much as possible. The training or maybe the communication isn't enough. Their mistakes, their whole aggression. Go back to your roots. Your whole aggression playstyle is completely gone. They're not utilizing their advantages. They're not pressuring. They're not willing to sacrifice to risk something, and you can't win a game like that. You need to make decisions. You need to make risks. You need to take risks. You need to go. Now, Steamroller, will they be able to defend this 1 level advantage, soon 2 level advantage? Drake is still pressuring enemy HQ 70, 60% free fall currently. Resurrect is going in, they're making their plays, they're diving. However, Resurrect is getting significant amount of damage. However, IHQ is still getting a lot of damage. Tower and Drake is going down now. They defended with 36. Now engage. Now there needs to be a follow-up. They can't pull back right now. Super Galaxy is surviving with barely anything. They're trying to get into their faces, but however they're getting countered. They lost. Both teams lost one. Player Tactics is dropping very low. He is actually dropping to the ground right now. 4 versus 3 play currently for an advantage for Steamroller. 3 versus 2 currently. Zell is still standing. Silent Burp and need to engage Zell. Silent Burp completely abandoning Warhead, being out of position. Silent Burp couldn't do anything. I don't know where Zell actually was in this moment. On both teams, only 2 sentinels alive. What is the play? Switch directly, take bot lanes. You need to utilize, don't waste, you're wasting too much time. Both teams now moving on bot lane. They target definitely the artillery drones. Rhino could have been there again. I don't understand why they're pushing them together. It would have been wiser to directly switch there. He has all means to escape if it's necessary, and they could actually contest this artillery drone instead of just going and exchange one by one. You need to apply this pressure at a certain moment. You need to make the decisions. You need to take the risks and go for it. Otherwise, you're not winning a Shards of War game. Don't be afraid of making the wrong. It's better to make the wrong decisions than no decision at all. Better to end this game at 10 minutes and learn out of it instead of dragging it to 13 minutes and just being passive and eventually getting broken down. They can't keep this defense up forever. At one point they need to commit, they need to risk, they need to trade and utilize. Both teams, however, are relatively equal in XP, currently a 1 level advantage for SoloZelda. They're both teams trying to get as much objective as possible. Now Silent Burp is going and he's trying to steal the tank drone, which succeeded. Now Resurrect is completely out of position. He needs to go down. Ultimate by Resurrect, he's pulling them together. Silent ultimate by Warheads, ultimate by Decima. He was keeping very beautiful plays this time, keeping their team alive, and this is what I mean. You need to go into their faces. They are trading sentinels, 3-4 sentinels down for Team SoloZelda. Super Galaxy is the only one who is still alive. Now Steamroller needs to push their advantage. What are they doing? Everyone is porting back. Why is everyone porting back? There's too many sentinels currently porting back. They're trying to defend bot lane. They need to go into their faces. Rhaegar is getting cut out of position. Super Galaxy is trying to get him down. He's flanking his beautiful play actually through the barrier. Now actually Super Galaxy is in trouble. He didn't expect this at all. Rhaegar, absolutely fantastic play there. Now they have actually really, even in the next team fight, they can have a lead of 4 versus 4. Now, but SoloZelda is of course not defeated. Look how big the advantage. They outplayed currently. They have all towers playing. SoloZelda is playing on the top of their game. This is absolutely amazing. Their aggression, their snowballing is absolutely fantastic, and everyone should learn from them. Bot lane now getting pressured. I believe the bot tower, mid tower dropped already. Bot tower will follow very soon. Top tower is getting pressure with an artillery drone. SoloZelda, what is the response to SoloZelda? They're splitting up to going to bot lane. Zell and Warhead, top lane Rio and Vox are trying to stop the onslaught. Technically they can have, we have a full mass split push from both teams going on, and bot tower went down to top tower, however is stopped. Vox is trying to pull in, his engage wasn't the best. Now Team Steamroller gets a little bit more steam, they're getting back on their feet. Team SoloZelda, how will they counter? They are not out of the game, they are so dangerous. Top tower, however, will go down with the next shot. Mr. Stalemate immediately followed up to go into a gank. However, Vox wasn't the best decision. Maybe try to push him away. At the same time, Steamroller is pushing mid lane. This is a Steamroller we know. They're trying to utilize their advantage. Silent Burp, however, is left alone after Warhead dropped a little bit there against the enemy. Super Galaxy, Blitz, stuff, whatever. And mid lane currently 4 Steamroller against, 3 Steamroller with Blitz on top, who is split pushing. Artillery drone is moving into the towers. They need to defend this. Now we have finally both teams highly aggressive, highly going for the blood, for the kill. This is how you play Shards of War and how we deserve to see a game at the finals in the second finals for Go4 Shards of War. This is how you play it and nothing else. Everything else is Hello Kitty Online and we don't need this shit. Team Steamroller is high risk, high rewards. They're going even for Drake, starting Drake, lurking in, but they're realizing that they are too close. Warhead is still down for Team Steamroller. They can't really go. They can't really go for it. They can't really. They need to wait till it's back. They know that the enemy is already here. No drains pushing, meaning very equally. Both teams can equally take down now. Blitz a little bit off position. He showed himself in mid lane, meaning that Steamroller knows there are only 3, 4 on top. Silent Whip a little bit too early. His team can't follow up. He needs to pull back. His ulti is down, which is a huge problem in this moment. Team SoloZelda is lurking around Drake. Will they dive into the Dragon Pick and Drake? The Drake. Steamroller had to port back. Warhead is still pushing mid. He will, however, needs to rejoin very fast his team. Now, SoloZelda realizing again in the moment they realize there are no 5 sentinels on top lane, immediately taking down Drake. Drake is starting to drop really low. Now Team Steamroller is moving in. They are coming. Will they come in time? They are coming too late. Vox ulti is completely blocking them off. Beautiful engaged by Rio. Followed up by Warhead's ulti. They are just dropping. Bad positioning, bad timing. Getting annihilated in this tight spot. Vox, Rio, Warhead's ulti, Zell ulti. Completely annihilated. And this won't be able, Team Steamroller will not be able to stop this. Prove me wrong, but I think it won't work out. Still beautiful comeback so far. They are still of course not dead and we shouldn't say anything till HQ is down. The game is over when the HQ is down, not earlier. However, Decima is trying to port back. She's managing to port back. Decima isn't the best counter push. She's good against enemy sentinels, but not against minions. This is her only weakness. As a supporter now, Terminator, I'm not sure how much he can actually defend against the full tank. In 10-15 seconds at least the tower is dropping, HQ is dropping hard. And this game, the second game, goes into the hands of SoloZelda. Fantastic game from I think mid-game. Team Steamroller showed they have fire in their blood and they came back. They managed to come back, to apply pressure. And this is a Steamroller we know actually. And SoloZelda was trembling in this very moment. However, it was not enough. It was too late. And therefore, Team SoloZelda, congratulations, you won.
'Cause winners are sexy.